back to the Okefenokee Swamp Park. We are at the Swamp Park here in Waycross. Now, this is Snavely, another of Pogo's friends, and Snavely is a gray rat snake. Now, all snakes can dislocate their jaws so they can eat prey that's twice the size of their head. Now, rat snakes are one of our most abundant snakes in the state of Georgia, and that's because they have a very diverse diet. They'll eat rats and mice and baby rabbits that they find on the ground, but because they have special belly muscles and belly scales, they can also climb trees, so they'll eat birds, bird eggs, and squirrels. Now, in the state of Georgia, it is illegal to kill any non-venomous snake because they're so important to the ecosystem. And you'll remember when you studied food webs, if you take a population out of that food web, you're going to affect the populations above and below it. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of looks like Snavely's eyes are fixing to turn blue. They don't have eyelids, but they do have scales over their eyes, so that tells us that Snavely is fixing to shed. You'll notice that Snavely's sticking his tongue out. He's not being rude to me. He's just picking up the chemicals or pheromones in the air and then brings them back into his mouth, brings them to the roof of his mouth, to his Jacobson's organ, and it gives him more information about what's around him. Is it a rat? I need to go in that direction for my meal, or is it a dog? I need to go the other way. Okay, thank you, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Welcome back to the Okefenokee Swamp Park. Remember we were talking about Snavely last time, and we mentioned that Snavely is a non-venomous snake. Now, a lot of people say if a snake has a small head and a small body that they're non-venomous. But that's not always true, because we have a species of snake called the coral snake here in the state of Georgia, and it has a small head and a small body, and it's one of our most venomous snakes in the state of Georgia. Some people will say if the head is like a diamond or a head like a fist, that it's a venomous snake. But again, that's not always true, because here at the Okefenokee Swamp Park, we have a snake called the banded water snake that will actually flatten out its head and make you think that it's a cottonmouth moccasin, so that you'll leave it alone. So what we encourage you all to do is, yes, we want you to come and visit, but let's leave all the animals where they're at. We just want to look and appreciate them and protect their environment, protect their habitat, so they'll be around for years to come. Welcome back to the Okefenokee Swamp Park, and we were talking about Snavely and his unique adaptations. And of course, you know an adaptation is just any characteristic that's going to increase organisms' chances of surviving. Now you'll notice how Snavely is wrapped around my hand. Rat snakes are constrictors. So when they grab their prey, they are going to wrap around it, wrap it up, and with each breath that the animal takes, the snake is actually going to squeeze tighter and tighter until it cuts off the circulation to its brain, which will kill it, and then Snavely will eat it. Now, we said that Snavely's scales on its eyes were starting to turn blue, which is going to indicate that he's fixing to shed. That's how a snake is going to grow. And in addition to growing, getting that shedding that old skin will also get rid of any parasites, and if they had a wound, it will help heal the skin. So unique adaptations for a unique animal that we find here in this gorgeous blackwater swamp that we call the Okefenokee Swamp Park.